gotten to see a lot of guys kind of rotate through, especially the last couple of weeks. What stood out to you about Zion Grady and Logan George and what they brought to this defense?
Yeah, I mean, you see what they do on Saturday nights every practice. I'm not surprised they're out there making plays. Zion's been making plays since spring ball when he got here. So I'm just glad they're getting reps and getting opportunities to go out there and show what they do every practice.
And it seemed like Saturday you guys had a game plan of like using 3 linebackers a little more than you guys had. When you go into a game like that, knowing the versatility you guys have at linebacker, are you thinking, okay, I'm going to be Mike, or I'm going to be moving around, and how do you prepare for that?
Yeah, I mean, we have a different game plan for whatever that offense is doing. That week we had a specific game plan for, what they were doing and with their specific tight ends that they had put in the game. So Coach Patricia does a really good job of putting us in good spots and letting us play free and fast, and I felt like that's what we did on Saturday.
Being a former wrestler, how much does that help you? It seems like football players that are former, good wrestlers always works out well. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I definitely think wrestling is almost like my foundation for football. Just not even the physical stuff, but the mentality of it. It's just so hard, and I've learned so many lessons from wrestling. And there's a quote that Dan Gable says. He's like, "Once you've wrestled in life, everything else is easy." And to a degree, it's kind of true. So I feel like it's definitely helped me, with my mentality. And then physically, it obviously helps with linebackers. So, yeah.
James Laurinaitis likes that, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
What sort of, on film, have you guys seen from Luke Altmaier? He's an experienced guy, and they have some experienced weapons on offense. What kind of challenge is this going to be this week?
Yeah, I mean, he's not only a threat, with his arm, but he's pretty fast, and we're doing a good job of game planning for him, and he does a really good job of operating that offense. He's a veteran at it, and he's good with his reads and stuff like that. So we're doing the best we can to put us in the best situations for the game. So that's just what we're doing every day.
The fact that he's engineered some comeback wins, is that gonna? I mean, he's not really going to be scared. Probably he's probably relishing the moment. Does that make your approach any different, or you just kind of approach all these games the same way?
We approach every game the same way. Obviously, game plan is different each week, but our coaches harp on a lot of it. It's about us. It's not really too much about what they're doing. Obviously, the game plan is, but we need to be the hardest playing team in the country every single play and every single practice. And I felt like this week our goal is to have the most physical, best practice we've had all year, and always the next practice is the most important practice. So I felt like we've done a really good job of that, and we're just trying to stack and make tomorrow the best practice of the year.
Coach says hungry and desperate teams win. You guys feel like you're that team, and how has that happened? Coming off a national championship, doesn't seem to be a hangover.
Our coaches always say the issues are there, and so every day we're just trying to fix that and get better. And we know what we need to get better at every single day. We got guys competing every single day and scrapping. And, we're having tough physical bloody Tuesdays and stacking it on Wednesday and then having a perfect Thursday. And so we're just trying to take it one day at a time. And our coaches, say whatever happened, not even national championship last year, but whatever happened last week doesn't matter. It's just literally the next practice. So tomorrow's going to be the most important practice of the year, and then Friday will be the most important, and so on.
Do you guys feel like you're the best defense in the country, or is that just the goal at the end?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like we come out there with a confidence and a trust in each other that everyone's going to do their job, and one of the most athletic, meanest guys, in the country.
Okay, you guys have only given up 2 third downs in the last 2 games. I think Minnesota faced third and long 8 of their 11 third downs last week. What's the key to doing that? Obviously, you want to get them in third and long, but obviously their script is to not be in third and long. Just what's the key in kind of getting teams behind the sticks?
Doing our job. I feel like our coaches, Coach Patricia, does a great job of knowing what the offense is going to do on, first and second down. And if we just do our job, we get into third and long, and then we call it kind of like that's the fun down. We get to do some fun stuff, some pass rushes and stuff like that. So our goal is to get to that third down, and that's by executing our job on first and second down. And I feel like all our players do a really good job of that.
What does that feel like when you get a team in third and long and you guys can get the call in and know that this is that's the fun down? What does that feel like?
It's good because you get to open up guys like Arvell and all these defensive ends we have, and Sonny, and they get to go, have fun and rush the passer or rush the quarterback as
Basically,
pressure.
you guys have to eat your vegetables on first and second down, and then you get dessert on third down.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
That's a good analogy.
How much time since the winter has Matt Patricia just spent with you, just talking about football, little things like that?
Yeah, I got to know him pretty well. It was a lot different than previous, defense coordinator. I talked to Patricia more probably his first 2 days here than I did with our whole defense coordinator my whole time being here. So he's poured into all of us, and he does every single day. I mean, he's still sitting out here talking to players, and any questions we got, he's always here to help. And not just in football, but in life, he's given us different advice and stuff like that. And he's been through so much, so it's great hearing from him every single day, and I appreciate him a lot.
What does that do for you on the field, off the field, football, otherwise?
It makes you trust, that he wants what's best for you and wants what's best for everyone else. We can just go have fun and play fast and play free and, love each other. He said he talks about, a lot of people talk about the process. He said it's not even about the process, it's about the company and who you do it with. And he truly means that, and we're living that every single day.
There's been a different leading tackler every game so far this season. Is it like a badge of honor to be the leading tackler for this defense?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I mean, we're out there just having fun, doing our job. Like, I wouldn't say we're too worried about like having a leading tackler or whatever. I think it just shows that we got guys all over the field that can make plays, throughout the depth, and whoever is there to make the play, we go make the play. But I think what's important is that we're all celebrating with each other and having fun and flying around.
So no friendly competition or anything?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Like I'll be in there chirping Sonny, telling him I'm almost caught him in tackles last game, and stuff like that. So yeah, there's a little competition, and Sonny's always chirping with Artvell about sacks and stuff like that. So yeah, it's good.
All right, Pete. Thank you. Thank you, Pete.
Appreciate it.